Krakow, Poland's crown jewel, often overshadowed by bigger European cities but rich with history and culture. This underrated masterpiece offers a captivating blend of medieval architecture and vibrant modern life. In this video, we'll uncover why Krakow deserves a top spot on your travel list. Fun facts about Krakow. Did you know that Krakow's Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with one of the largest medieval town squares in Europe? The city also boasts the Wawel Castle, a symbol of Poland's royal history, perched beautifully on the Vistula River. And here's something fascinating. Krakow was the only major Polish city to escape destruction during World War II, preserving its incredible historical architecture for generations to admire. A walk through Krakow's Old Town. Krakow, one of Europe's most beautiful and historic cities, often flies under the radar, overshadowed by more well-known capitals. Yet, its Old Town is a treasure trove of history, architecture, and culture. Begin your journey at Rynek Glowny, the largest medieval town square in Europe. As you step into the square, you'll be greeted by the towering St. Mary's Basilica, known for its two uneven towers and stunning Gothic architecture. The inside is even more impressive, with its intricately detailed altarpiece by Veit Stoss and the iconic hourly trumpet call, known as the Hedgnall, from the taller tower. In the center of the square, you'll find the Sukiennice, or Cloth Hall, which has been the heart of Krakow's trading history for centuries. Today, it's home to market stalls where you can pick up traditional Polish crafts, jewelry, and souvenirs. Don't forget to explore the Underground Museum, where you can walk through the city's medieval foundations and learn about Krakow's rich trading history. Walking through the cobblestone streets of the Old Town, you'll stumble upon hidden courtyards, historical churches, and countless cafes where you can stop for a coffee and traditional Polish dessert like szarlotka. It's easy to feel like you're walking through a living museum here, where every corner tells a story. But Krakow's historical significance extends far beyond its Old Town. What secrets lie just a short walk away in the heart of Wawel Hill? Wawel Castle, a royal residence like no other. Just a short stroll from the bustling Old Town lies Wawel Hill, home to one of Poland's most important landmarks, Wawel Castle. Perched on a hill overlooking the Vistula River, the castle is a symbol of Poland's royal past, dating back to the 14th century. The mix of architectural styles, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque, reflects the various periods of Polish history that the castle has witnessed. The castle's centerpiece is the royal apartments, where Polish kings once resided. Each room is filled with stunning tapestries, period furniture, and artwork that tell the story of Poland's monarchy. Don't miss the crown treasury and armory, where you can see the country's most precious treasures, including the royal crown and sword used during coronations. Right next to the castle stands the Wawel Cathedral, a sacred place where Polish kings were crowned and buried. The interior is a blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, and the chapels are filled with ornate tombs of past monarchs. For an even more unique experience, climb to the top of the cathedral's Sigismund Tower, where you'll find Zygmunt Bell, the largest bell in Poland, offering incredible views of Krakow below. Wawel Castle's royal heritage and breathtaking architecture leave a lasting impression, but the story of Krakow doesn't end here. How did this city's historical journey take a darker turn during World War II? Kazimierz, Krakow's Jewish quarter and World War II legacy. Krakow's history is not only one of royalty and medieval glory, but also of resilience and tragedy. Nowhere is this more evident than in Kazimierz, the city's historic Jewish quarter. For centuries, Kazimierz was a vibrant, multicultural neighborhood where Jewish and Polish communities lived side by side. The streets here are lined with synagogues, including the Old Synagogue, the oldest Jewish building in Poland, and the Remu Synagogue, which still serves as a place of worship today. During World War II, the Jewish population of Krakow was decimated by the Nazi regime, and Kazimierz became a shadow of its former self. However, in recent decades, the neighborhood has experienced a renaissance, with its rich Jewish heritage being rediscovered and preserved. Today, Kazimierz is one of Krakow's trendiest districts, where history meets modern culture. You can explore the Galicia Jewish Museum, which tells the story of Jewish life in Poland, or visit Oskar Schindler's Factory, now a museum dedicated to Krakow's wartime history and the man who saved over 1,000 Jewish lives during the Holocaust. Kazimierz is also known for its vibrant nightlife and food scene. Trendy cafes, bars, and restaurants have sprung up alongside historic synagogues and memorials, creating a unique blend of old and new. If you're hungry, try zapiekanka, a Polish street food staple made of a long baguette topped with mushrooms, cheese, and a variety of other ingredients. Podgorze, tracing Krakow's Holocaust history. Directly across the Vistula River from Kazimierz lies Podgorze, a district forever tied to the tragic events of World War II. During the Nazi occupation, this area was turned into the Krakow ghetto, where thousands of Jews were forced to live under horrendous conditions before being deported to concentration camps. Today, Podgorze stands as a haunting reminder of this dark chapter in Krakow's history. A visit to the Ghetto Heroes Square is a sobering experience. The square is dotted with large empty chairs, a symbol of the lives lost during the Holocaust. Nearby, you can visit the Eagle Pharmacy Museum, the only pharmacy that operated within the ghetto, where its owner, Tadeusz Pankiewicz, helped smuggle food and medicine to those imprisoned. The museum offers an intimate and moving look at life in the ghetto and the courage of those who resisted. A short walk from the square, you'll find Oskar Schindler's enamel factory. While the museum inside covers the broader history of Krakow during World War II, it also tells the incredible story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved the lives of over 1,000 Jewish workers by employing them in his factory. Podgorze's tragic history is an essential part of understanding Krakow's resilience, but after immersing yourself in this somber reflection, you may be wondering what lies ahead for the city. How has Krakow emerged from the shadows of its past to embrace a vibrant future? Krakow's artistic spirit. While Krakow's past is filled with both grandeur and tragedy, its present is equally inspiring, thanks in large part to its thriving art scene. The city has long been a hub of creativity, with artists, musicians, and writers finding inspiration in its streets. One of the best places to experience this artistic spirit is Wawel Hill, but not just for its history. Today, it also hosts numerous art exhibits and festivals throughout the year. For a more traditional art experience, head to the National Museum in Krakow, which houses an extensive collection of Polish art, including works by celebrated painter Jan Matejko. The museum also features exhibitions of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque art, showcasing Poland's rich artistic heritage. If contemporary art is more your style, the Mokak Museum of Contemporary Art offers a fascinating look at modern Polish and international art, with thought-provoking exhibitions that explore everything from political history to human identity. Krakow's artistic energy isn't confined to its museums. Wander through the streets of Nowa Huta, a district that was once a model communist city but has since transformed into a cultural hotspot. Here you'll find street art, performance spaces, and a growing number of cafes and bars where locals gather to share ideas and creativity. Krakow's vibrant nightlife and culinary delights. As the day comes to an end, Krakow transforms into a city of lights and lively atmosphere. Whether you're in the mood for a quiet evening or a night out on the town, Krakow's nightlife offers something for everyone. Begin your evening at one of the many cozy bars in Kazimierz, where the ambiance is relaxed and the drinks are strong. Try Polish vodka or the local beer while soaking in the atmosphere of a bar that feels steeped in history. For those looking for something more energetic, head to Szuska Street, where nightclubs and live music venues keep the party going into the early hours. The diversity of venues, from intimate jazz clubs to large, bustling nightclubs, reflects Krakow's youthful and creative spirit. Of course, no evening in Krakow is complete without sampling the local cuisine. Krakow's food scene offers a blend of traditional Polish dishes and modern takes on classic flavors. Start with pierogi, Poland's beloved dumplings stuffed with everything from meat to cheese and potatoes. For something heartier, try bigos, a traditional hunter's stew made with cabbage, sausage, and pork. Pair your meal with a glass of grzaniak, a warm, spiced wine that's perfect for chilly evenings. Krakow's food and nightlife are the perfect way to end a day of exploring this historical city. Practical tips for visiting Krakow. Before setting off to explore Krakow's rich history and vibrant culture, a few practical tips can help make your trip smoother and more enjoyable. Krakow is a year-round destination, but the best time to visit is during the spring April to June or fall September to October when the weather is mild and the city is less crowded. Summer brings warm weather but also larger tourist crowds, especially in the Old Town. Winter can be magical with its festive atmosphere, especially around Christmas, but be prepared for cold temperatures and possible snow. Krakow's city center, particularly the Old Town, is very walkable, so you'll be able to explore most of the major sites on foot. Public transportation, including trams and buses, is efficient and affordable for getting around other areas like Kazimierz or Podgorze. Taxis and ride-sharing services like Bolt and Uber are also widely available. For those staying longer, renting a bike is a great way to explore the city's parks and riverbanks. Poland uses the Polish zloty, PLN, and while credit cards are widely accepted, it's a good idea to carry some cash for smaller shops, local markets, or cafes, especially in the less touristy areas. ATMs are easy to find around the city, and currency exchange offices offer reasonable rates, especially in the Old Town. Polish is the official language, but many locals, especially in the tourist areas, speak English. Learning a few basic Polish phrases like dzień dobry, which means good day, or dziękuję, which means thank you, is always appreciated by the locals and can make your experience more enjoyable. While Krakow is a modern, tourist-friendly city, it's important to respect its historical sites, especially places with deep historical significance like Auschwitz-Birkenau or the Jewish quarter in Kazimierz. Dress modestly when visiting churches, and be mindful of your behavior in somber locations. Lastly, Krakow is generally a safe city for tourists. However, like in any major city, it's wise to stay aware of your surroundings and keep an eye on your belongings in crowded areas like the Old Town Square and public transport.